Hi guys, welcome to this session on LibreOffice Calc. In this module I want to show you how you can create an automatic chart, a chart that will change as the data changes without you actually needing to repoint the chart itself. So on the screen I've got an example of what I'm talking about. So here's the chart and you can see I've got it picking up these 4 dates, which is basically coming off this list. And I'm using the offset function to get this list here, these 4 dates and 4 figures. If I add some extra dates and data, for example, so if I just highlight that information and then just pull it down, what I've got there is I've got some negatives going on there, so I'll just get rid of those negatives. You don't want no negatives. You can see it's picking up the last 4 dates, so we've got the 4th, the 5th, the 6th and the 7th of April. So you can see that there from that list. So every time I add something in this list, I'll just highlight these 2 again, you'll see how that works. It's always going to pick up the last 4 dates and the last 4 numbers or figures in this list. And it's the offset function that is doing that. Now if I just delete some of this and get rid of this graph, delete that, and let's just delete these figures so you can, let's just do it again. So first of all, the function we need to use is the offset function with the CountA function. Now the CountA function will count how many items there are in a list. So for example, if I use the CountA function equals CountA and then just select this list, it will tell me how many items there are in that list. Well, it will if it's not formatted to date. So I'll just change that to money or whatever. So there's 6 items. I'll put it to general formatting. It'll just say 6. There's 6 items in that list. So I'll just do that over here. You see equals count A, and then if I highlight the whole column and then tick that, there are 7 items or 7 cells in that column that have data. If I put something down there, that goes to 8. So it's counting anything, even if it's text, in this column. So we'll just get rid of these 3. That's what the CountA function does. That's it there, counting the whole column. The colon means the whole column. So I'll get rid of that. Now the offset function, so if I just use the offset function equals offset, you need to give it a reference. So offset that cell by 1 row, comma, no columns, close. It comes back with 4446. Now that is picking that up because that is a date. If I change that back to a date, it's picking up the 26th. Now if I change that figure 1 to a 2 or a 3 even, let's go for 3, 28th. So 3 cells offset from the top one, 1, 2, 3, it's picking up that date. So that's the 2 functions we're going to use. So if I just Control Z that, get rid of that color, and let's just type it in and join it together. So equals offset, first of all, offset cell A1. I'm going to pull that down as well, so I'm just going to F4 that to $ that, comma, so the rows need to be whatever the CountA function brings back, and then I can minus it 1, 2, 3 or whatever I want to do. So let's just do CountA, and I will count the whole column. Close the bracket, and then that's now the rows part of the offset function. If I do minus 3 on that one, let's go for minus 3, comma 0 for the columns, and then the close bracket. Let's see what comes back on this one. So that's coming back with the 29th, minus 3, so 30th, 29th. So if I change that to minus 2, that comes back with the 30th, 1, 2. So that's okay. So I want this one to be, let's go for the last 3 in this example. So if I go for 3, and if I tick that one, and then if I pull this down, and then just change this to minus 2, tick that one, and then that one to minus 1, and then tick that one. So I've got the last 3 days there now, so it's always going to be the last 3 days in this list. Now this one, I'll do it all again. It's going to be equals offset, open the bracket. This time it's going to be B1 we're going to use. So B1. Again, I'm going to $sign that, comma. Now I'm doing the CountA function, CountA. I'll highlight the whole column, close the bracket, minus 3 to start off with, comma, 0, close the bracket. So the 0 is the number of columns offset. That's coming back with 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 is the 29th. Now if I pull that down, I'll get the same, but that needs to go to minus 2. Minus 2. Tick that one. That one needs to go to minus 1. Minus 1. Tick that one. So I've got the same figures there, like so. Now what I need to do is just highlight this information. Click on Insert Chart. That'll do. I'll just finish that one off. I'm not interested in going through all of the graph wizard. Now to check that this works, what you need to do is, or you could probably just sit this graph on top of that. You don't need to see that data if you don't want. You can just sit it like that. And you can also sometimes put that data in a chart range itself. But if I highlight these last 4 cells, so at the moment we're on the 29th, 30th, 31st. So if I pull these down and get some positive figures in there, you can see that it's gone the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd. So it always will be the last 3 in this list. So as soon as I put something in there, that then just picks it up. So 4th, 3rd, 2nd. So it's the offset function with the CountA function that allows you to create a dynamic chart that automatically updates. So that's the formula there. Offset, make sure you $sign the first cell, and then the CountA function counts how many items are in that column. And then you've got whatever number you might want, the 12-month one, so that might be 12, or a 6-month one, 6. It's up to you how you want to display the information, but it will always show you, in this case, the last 3 months. And I've got other ones where it's last 13 months, and I'm comparing that 1 month with the new month. So I've got one that shows the last 13 months, but it's up to you whatever date range you want. But that's how you create a dynamic chart using the offset function and CountA. So hopefully that was of use to you. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you on the next one.